Welcome back to The Sims. It's been a while since the last part. I know I said I would do some more in House Party, but I decided with it being New Year, let's go ahead and get started in Hot Dates. Now what's been happening in the neighborhood is nothing too noteworthy this time. The Rumi's bachelor family adopted a baby. Her name is Rebecca, and soon after she turned into a kid, they all celebrated Sim Christmas. And on top of them celebrating Christmas, they also got a little bit of a renovation done to their house. Meanwhile, in another part of the neighborhood, the Drive household continued to progress through their careers, slowly making some money to buy a few more objects for their house. They're actually sitting on some pretty decent money right now, so they may begin focusing less on their careers and more on trying to date some of the neighbors once Hot Date finishes installing. And yeah, alright, I hate to have to do this every install, but there is simply a problem that I gotta point out every time it happens. The Sims is an old game. It is no longer supported, and you can only buy it used. It isn't being sold on GOG, Steam, Origin, nowhere except eBay and local game stores. That's how I got all of my copies. But the problem is that many games from back in the day had CD check DRM on them, which would prevent the game from booting if you didn't have the disc in your computer. The problem is, about 10 years ago, Microsoft pushed out an update that broke CD checks. Now, this will be the one thing I won't blame Microsoft for, because it makes sense to make changes to your software after some time. After all, this change doesn't affect, say, putting a DVD into your computer and watching a film. That still works just fine. But at the end of the day, not a lot of new devices are coming with DVD drives anyway, so this isn't that serious of a problem. But every fucking company that decided they would have this fucking DRM, ranging from the innocuous Securom to the downright criminal Star Force DRM, has doomed every single physical copy of their games to never work on modern PC.
And Ring 0 is the kernel level, the highest tier, where you have unrestricted access to the entire operating system, the keys to the castle if you will. Starforce would silently install a device driver in Windows known as the Starforce Protection Driver, and depending on the version of Starforce, something else known as a VFS driver. Early versions of Starforce would install these drivers on the target machine at Ring O level, with full and unrestricted access to the user's machine and hardware, which did not even inform the user. It's also worth noting that most games contain a EULA or End User License Agreement, which outlines the agreement between the user and the license in place. There is no mention of Starforce in any EULAs in any games that supported Starforce. Make no mistake, Starforce was some of the best anti-piracy, anti-tamper that was ever created. But this all came at a cost. End users started to learn about what Starforce was doing to their PCs. Were still uninstalling games that used Starforce, such as Race Driver 2, Broken Sword 3 and Silent Storm, did not remove Starforce itself.
So let me ask, should you have to repurchase a game you already own? I'm not saying you decide to do that. I'm saying you bought a legitimate copy, but now it doesn't work because of something out of your control. The fact of the matter is, this is anti-consumer. This was done to prevent piracy, yet more often than not, it got cracked anyway. This was done to ensure only legitimate copies work, but now not a single legitimate copy does. Oh, of course, unless you just have an old-ass computer. Yeah, duh. I mean, who doesn't keep around their computer from 2005? I'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, so the only way to get your legitimate copy to work is to use a no CD crack that was originally designed for piracy, or for the customer to not have to put up with some dumb shit. And guess what? I don't want to put up with some dumb shit. But here's the problem. I've been able to use no CD patches up until Hot Date. Yeah, supposedly there is one floating around, except not only is it in some obscure-ass compressed format, but when I finally found the software to extract it, there was fucking nothing. Yeah, that's wonderful. So guess what? I tried to see if I could make my own. Turns out I can't read assembly. So I tried to virtualize Windows XP. It installs just fine, but when I load it, it breaks. So guess what? Sometimes how disk checking worked was it looked at the bad sectors and shit on the physical disk. So even when I made exact images of my disks to use them on my driveless computer to then pass into Windows, which installed without a hitch, this didn't work. By the way, this does mean that this particular piece of software will break the moment your disk also has issues with it. So this software could just stop working even if you have a legitimate disk and made a copy of it for your own use because the sectors themselves went bad. You are unable to back up and use your own software. So, I could rip the disk drive out of my old computer and precariously put it next to my new computer, which I did for a previous video, or I could grab a laptop from 2016, install VirtualBox on that, and run the game just fine. Except here's the problem. VirtualBox's graphics suck. The frame rate for this 23-year-old game is, like, just under 30 frames per second somehow. And yes, this did boot from the disk because I passed the CD drive into the XP VM for it to check the disk with its bad sectors, with the driver that XP has but 10 doesn't, just so I could prove that I am not going insane. So, I tried one more thing. I thought maybe I could look at how the executable behaved on Windows XP. But I failed that skill check, so instead, I just installed The Sims Vacation. Yeah, I had to break this pattern. There's no CD patches for every expansion, but the hot date one is missing. So the ones I do have, I have fucking locked down like it's Fort Knox. Unironically, the no CD patch for The Sims Hot Date is lost media. And because of that, unless you do all of these things I did, you cannot play The Sims Hot Date how it was originally meant to be played. I don't care if there's The Sims Complete Collection, because the whole purpose of this journey is to experience the game as it evolved. Experience it as features got added in, just like someone back in the early 2000s would have. This is why software preservation matters, because this game was the most successful PC game at one point in time. This game turned into a billion-dollar IP. This game has a cultural impact. And yet, to study this, to document this, to show this to other people, or to make it accessible enough for others to get to experience it themselves, it is made unnecessarily difficult by stupid decisions made over 2 decades ago. And the last thing I'll say on that note is I could only imagine what someone who doesn't know all this context would be dealing with trying to get this to work. Someone born maybe 15 years ago who has only known something like Steam for playing games, getting curious about an old game like this, but not knowing how to actually play it. And even when they do get their hands on it, wondering why the fuck the game doesn't start when they run its executable. So thank you, Electronic Arts. Your games don't work on modern hardware anymore without someone fixing your bullshit. Yeah, so anyway, welcome to The Sims Hot Date, everyone. Only the most important thing to ever happen to The Sims. Yeah, so as I said in the intro, we're having to skip to Vacation just so that the game can actually start. But how I am going to do this is, even though we got this, like, vacation music, sure. Even though we got this playing, we're still going to do the hot date stuff before going into Vacation. It's just fucking incredible to me that EA has, like, unintentionally made it where you can't play the game how it was originally meant to be played. Just, oh man. Yeah, so we have this bar at the top. This wasn't here last time. Some of the buttons have been rearranged. A lot of stuff has actually changed in this UI. I think this came in at Hot Date, actually. Because what happened, and this is why Hot Date is so fucking important, and it is wild to me that I can't play it how it originally was meant to be played, is because it added in another neighborhood map that wasn't just the loop. Because I think by House Party, Living Large, I think, added in 4 more copies of the main neighborhood, because in the base game you only had 1, and then in Living Large it went up to 5, and in House Party it went up to 8, and then that was the most that you pretty much were going to have. I think by Complete Collection you somehow could have multiple, because it really was just about, like, making a new directory in the Sims install directory. But yeah, man, we get jazz. About fucking time. And we get the option to edit lots. I'm pretty sure that this was actually a hot date thing, simply because you get a whole vacant lot here that you can build. So it used to be where, like, as an example, see, you need someone to live there in order to modify it. You need someone to live here. You can't build houses without Sims, but you can at least build what would become community lots much later on in the Sims series. I think these are technically, because of how Unleashed was going to, like, recognize them, they're technically commercial lots in the game's data, but yeah, this is, like, this isn't much. This is a pretty pathetic downtown, all things considered. But it's also just a new screen. And I'll go ahead and spoil Vacation. Here's what Vacation looks like. Yeah, so here's the thing. What the fuck? Oh. I'm apparently got some missing objects. Oh, don't tell me that this is already broken. Why is it prototype? Whatever. Feeling down? Nope. I'm not. What are the missing objects? I gotta know what these missing objects are before I continue. It doesn't... I don't think we're missing anything. Let me look in the build by. Because there shouldn't be anything... Oh, yeah! This happened with Hot Date, I'm pretty sure, where it rearranged all the items. So you actually have categories. Because, yeah, imagine having to go through all of this. You don't have to. We used to do that. Maybe there's missing objects because, like, some things changed. I know that when I installed House Party. I know when I installed Hot Date, it required you to actually have House Party, which is really weird to me. It needed House Party in order to, like, download files off of that disk and put it onto the computer. I'm not too sure what that's about, but yeah, everyone is glitched out, and everyone's needs a reset, because that is what happens when you install an expansion pack in The Sims. Yeah, so I think I guess this is why I've been hyping up for a while, is the date between Coach and John. You know what? Let's finally promote John. Let's finally get him trained. Where is... Did I not have a mirror in that bathroom? That's weird. Wait, is that what the missing object? No? Huh. I was gonna say, that's really odd that you'd be missing the base game mirror. Well, where is it? Here it is. Wait, what? The fuck? Interesting. Is this the... Wait, is this the update? Oh, yeah! You can put stuff in front of doors now. Yeah, because that's... If you notice, I had to put the burglar alarm over here. Yeah, I would always, because I only would play Complete Collection, I would always put the burglar alarm on the door, but I couldn't when I first played this. And you can't pick that stuff up without move objects. That's broken like that. You know what? I actually think that might be what happened. I don't think we lost any items. I'm pretty sure that there was just some weird patch that had to be made when we got to Hot Date. Yeah, where is he? Why are you down here? I thought... okay, whatever. Hey, go practice your speech. So, yeah, The Sims. It's working. About fucking time. I've been trying so hard to get this to work. Admittedly, I guess I'll talk about this. I didn't record really anything in December. I wanted to take a break because it was the holidays and all that. And as well work on a couple of other projects, mainly stuff with the main channel that isn't going to be out by the time that, I think, even by the time that we get to Unleashed. Anyway, yeah, so that's been going on. This is actually the first thing that I have recorded since the... Actually, I guess minus the albums I listened to video, but since the year in review video I did. And, Yeah, I wanted to come back. What is this? Oh, that's right. I put fridge there. I wanted to come back with The Sims because I quite enjoyed playing this. But man, was that a fucking pain in the ass to get Hot Date to work. I had to go through so many loops, or hoops, for that to work, and... I mean... Yeah, here's where we are. Okay, well... John has all the charisma in the world, so... he can stop with that, and, where's the workout bench? Did I put it outside? Or did I put it somewhere else? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's been so long since I've been in this particular house that I've just forgotten where everything is. Hey, you know what? I got an idea. Let's decorate this room a little bit with some of the new objects that came in the expansions. So I don't know which is from Vacation and which isn't in this. Well, this is definitely from Vacation. The fucking broken description? Okay, sure. You know what? I've seen that happen. Yeah, that's the one chair with the broken description. Huh. I've seen items like this in The Sims later on, like The Sims 3 and definitely Sims 4. I've seen it a few times. It's good to know it's a tradition that dates all the way back. What the... Hey guys, I think I know which ones are from the Vacation expansion. I'm sensing a pattern here. You know, let's look for the most Is this a Vacation thing? No, that's House Party. Oh, this is... Yep, that's definitely Vacation, alright. What about this? Nope. This, though? Oh wait, no, this definitely looks like Hot Date. Yeah, all of these are Hot Date. Wow, is it depressing that I know, like, all the items of this, what, 23-year-old game? 24-year-old game? Let's not think about that. Oh, yes, yeah, that's definitely a... Why are all the Vacation items, like, missing their descriptions? That's amazing. Oh, yeah. So we have, oh, wait, no, this is... Okay, this is definitely a Vacation one because of the snow. But this is another... This is another one of the weird things that they add in was the love hot tub. Your Sims can get fully naked and go into that. And we aren't gonna buy it because I'm not all that interested in... What, how much was this? Yeah, this was like a $6,000 hot tub. Nah, I'm not interested in that. And having to get that money back. You know what? This room is the, like, worst looking room of the whole house. Let's at least put a rug in here. Yeah. There we go. Maybe we can get some nice thing in here. I'm pretty sure this is also from Hot Date. Whatever. Oh yeah, no, this is... I think this is a thing from Hot Date. Because I remember seeing this all over the downtown lots. I want this, though. Yeah. I like that. What about lamps? Wait, is that what we're missing? Yeah, hold up. Wait, I remember putting tables here. Where did my tables go? Okay, so one of the things that got added in with Hot Date was the inventory. This is, like, not at all like how the inventory would later work in future Sims games. Like The Sims 2, I remember using the inventory to pretty much move furniture. Because if you sold your house, all the furniture would get sold. And you'd have to spend a bunch of money on rebuying the same sofa. Sims 3, it then became like a more personal inventory, so you had rocks and shit that you could collect, and then that's kind of how it works in The Sims 4 now. With this, though, you could get flowers and chocolates whenever you went on a date. And that's really all that I will say about that. Alright. All the kids should be going off to school. You need to be going to work. I don't know what you're doing. Why are you going for a Get out! And go to work. Shut up! Holy shit. Oh yeah, now everyone else has to go. Are you gonna get promoted? Nah, you aren't. Okay, so when John gets back, I will have him be the first one to go to downtown. That way we can finally start experiencing what this expansion pack had to offer. Yeah, so what you had to do was you had to call a cab to go downtown. Now, I'm pretty sure the call a cab button probably had to be added in by Vacation. I don't know if it necessarily... Actually, no, it probably did already exist. Only reason this is why it's awesome to be able to go through each individual expansion pack, but no, I can't do that because of the stupid DRM. So, I don't know, and I can't confirm this, but I think if you hit call cab before you had Vacation installed, it would just send you downtown. You didn't have to do this extra click thing. Instead, I think this menu now exists with Vacation because not only is that another option, but you also are going to have in Unleashed the ability to go to Old Town, and in Superstar, the ability to go around town. Sorry, to go to, like, Sim Hollywood. And I think there was one for making magic as well. Though I always use the magic hole with that one. Oh no! We aren't friends with this guy anymore. What a tragedy. Oh wait, hold on. I think we have to do... Yeah, I think we have to call Coach. Then ask, yeah, invite somewhere. Yep, go downtown. That sounds great. And then we call the cab, which should show up right outside the house. Go ahead and recycle that. Yeah. Yep. And now how the game works is you can't save away from the house, but it'll save right now before you leave. So, basically, if we were to quit the game in about 10 seconds, then it would just return us here after having already spent the money, and I don't think we would be able to then go downtown. I think it would have registered it as an already expired action. Can we? Nope, we can't. Yeah, only one person. Fuck, this is the best song of the whole expansion pack. I really want to listen to it, but oh well. Okay, yeah, so the options that we can go to the empty lot. Because that would be a good idea. We can go to one of the two parks around here. We have a restaurant. What is this? That looks like another restaurant. Or it's a gallery. This is a boardwalk, so that will probably have a restaurant in it. This is a beach, so there's just going to be like fun activities. Let's see what this is. And here's Coach. Oh, and we got a tutorial. Downtown games can't be saved. Uh-huh, okay. Yeah. Oh, and Tony Soprano just appeared. Yay! I don't know what's going on with some of the textures, but... Alright. So, a lot of things happened with the advent of hot dates. Namely, the social system has been completely redone. We now have 2 bars instead of just 1. I mean... You have the daily bar, which is the top one, the lifetime one at the bottom. I couldn't tell you how this exactly works. But whatever. I'm guessing it's like a re-averaging system that works now. You also have a lot of new interactions and varieties to actions. So now you can talk about interests or gossip. You can have a, like, peck or a polite kiss or a passionate kiss or a romantic one. entertaining. You can select between a joke and a puppet. There's a lot of different changes that have been made to this. You can say goodbye in different ways. Honestly, and you can also ask questions as well. I think there was like an interest system that I think was already in the game, I want to say. I can't remember. Actually, this might be new. I don't know. Yeah, but you now have this stuff which you can talk about, and you kind of have the illusion of conversations going on, I guess. What is this, romance? Wow. John is not at all interested in romance. Huh. Oh, what's this? Over 40 new social interactions. Okay, game, you can just steal my thunder if you want. Anyway. So, yeah, we now have the ability to go around shopping for stuff, so we can pay $200 for some rose. Okay, fine, whatever. This is going to be the best date that Coach has ever had. Except he doesn't like he doesn't like those. Okay, what about yellow roses then? He doesn't like those too? I guess he just doesn't like flowers. Alright, well, then we'll go somewhere else. I guess this is why we need house party. Yeah, let's play with some trains. I guess. I like how there's a chair that we can just sit and look into the void. Yeah, actually, I guess it makes a lot of sense to have the house party expansion in order for this to work. But I guess that kind of means that you would have had to pay, like, 2 times the price in order for this expansion to work. Because you'd have to buy the other expansion. Who are you? RJ, huh? Oh, yeah! Wait, they got rid of the last names that you would see when you hovered over people. Huh. I wonder why they got rid of that. I don't like sailing. Neither do I. What, so is he just watching? I guess. Yeah, John. Oh yeah, you got those moves, Coach. We need more people on the dance floor. What the fuck is this? I can tell that you're just completely impressed with our moves. The thing that really sets this expansion pack apart, I think, is kind of just self-evident. Because with all the other stuff... Oh, you're hungry? Fuck, okay. Yeah, go and order some food. Yeah, a la carte. Yeah, what really sets this... Oh, yeah. So what really sets this expansion pack apart from everything else really does just come down to, A, being able to leave your fucking house and actually do something, which is huge. But this also has the lasting, I guess, like, feel and legacy to it compared to later Sims experiences. Because I just want to show you this. Do you see how many Sims are actually on this lot right now? And do you see how big the lot kind of is? Like, unless I can't really say too much about The Sims 4, because The Sims 4 did kind of, like, get back to this. But The Sims 3 was missing so much. Especially because of the rabbit hole shit that it was doing. Now I get, you had the open world stuff going on. It is like a late 2000s game, so I get it that it was really ambitious, but still had technological limitations. Same cannot be said about The Sims 4. Because even though The Sims 4 does allow for illusions kind of like this, where it feels like, especially if you zoom in, it does feel like that there is a lot going on in the game. There's still something missing about it. Because I swear that you can have a lot of Sims on a lot, but still not as many compared to, like, this. And I'm thinking about, like, particular moments I've seen in even, like, the city map. like, fuck, what is it? It's the one from, like, Apartment Living or whatever it's called. And if I remember correctly, The Sims 2 did kind of, like, still have this feeling, where it felt like that there were a lot of Sims that had gathered here and were, Jane, what the fuck? Why? Maybe they're just having coffee. Like, there's just a guy over here playing a guitar. I didn't even know that was in the game. Oh, now people have gone away and the music is gone. Come on, keep playing. Can I request a song? Pretty decent animation on that guy, too. Ooh! Hey! And classic Sims fashion, you'll have something cool like this happening and someone will just break a toilet. Let's see. Who broke that toilet? Was it you, Jane? Oh no, it was... One of the chefs broke the dishwasher. I see. Yeah, I guess it kind of is a good thing that I didn't cover House Party really until now. Because this is probably the best use that we were ever going to get for all the House Party stuff. Oh yeah, football. That's what I'm into. I'm into food as well. I'm not into food. What about parties? Nope, I fucking hate parties. Yeah, I work in the entertainment industry. What about you? Oh yeah, that's really impressive. You see, what I work in is I do a bunch of mountain climbing. I also do, like, cliff diving as well. That's pretty fun. I have to go take a piss, too. What is this room? Is this just someone's office that we can go into? Yeah, we can just go into someone's office and start reading a book. And we can't watch TV. Oh, but we can gamble. Okay, let's do that. Oh, not this. Anything but this. Where's Coach? Taking a piss. Or trying to, at least. Yeah, why don't you bet Bet $100. Let's see what happens. Yep, $100. Are you feeling lucky? Let's see. Oh man. Who could have thought that slots would suck? Alright. Hopefully these two are not blocking the bathroom. They're just talking about politics in the bathroom. That's awesome. Definitely the most appropriate place, of course. Look, all I'm saying is that treaties are made in the bathroom. Coach, there's another stall right over here that's open. Why don't you use that instead of complaining about needing to use the bathroom so bad? Okay, let's, I guess let's go home. Yeah, that was a good enough date, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Their relationship score went up. Cool. Fabio. Who are you? Who's walking so much? Weird. Guess that's just an audio bug in the game. Who are you in the purple suit? Lewis. Does he own the place? Is this the manager? Oh, no, he's the DJ, obviously. No? No, he's just going to go dance in whatever the fuck this thing is. Okay. Where's their cab? Here it is. I think. Right? What's this? You need to go downtown without a sim to use downtown build and buy modes. Gee, thanks. Where's Coach? Oh no, he's just stuck in the bathroom. I guess. What? What the fuck just happened there? Did I just get a glitch? Why did that just show a blue menu that says Aries? So, here is probably the biggest criticism, though, with how the... okay, yeah, we'll get out of the way, cab. Here is probably the biggest problem with the whole, like, lot traveling situation in this game. So, obviously, because of how old the game is, time doesn't move when you are away from the house, okay? The consequence, then, is that your needs from when you were at the... Now, unfortunately, I can't help her with that because this fence is in the way. However, these could probably be cleaned up. So, if we were there for any longer, then we would have seen how bad the needs could have gotten. But in summary, what ends up happening is you'll probably go out to downtown, and the energy meter will just deplete fully. And then when you get back home... Because you pretty much spent like 12 hours at downtown, but when you got back home, it's now actually like 8 p.m. You now have to sleep, which works, like that kind of makes sense, but it does then mean that all the other scheduling in your day that you would have needed for you to manage all of your other needs just goes out the window. So then when you go to work the next day, yeah, your energy meter might be full, but your hunger meter isn't. Your comfort meter might be full as well, but your hygiene isn't. Bladder isn't. All these other... fun might even be completely, like, non-existent. Okay, can we turn off this music? This is some really fucking loud music for this house.